challenges are stupid. Hello everybody, this is No BS Nutrition. Today is the second podcast of Sunday's podcast. I just wanted to tell you, I got this comment when I made the video. Give me your ideas below. I made a whole video about it. You can check it out if you want to. But it's from Kid. He told me go over workout challenges, but since I don't actually promote workout challenges, and I think it's stupid, I'm just gonna talk about it and what's the negatives and what's the positives too, but mostly the negatives. So I'm gonna dive in. What are workout challenges for? Pretty much social media did workout challenges to start promoting fitness and also start capitalizing fitness as well, which is not terrible. But it's a point that you give your audience misconceptions about these challenges, like ab workouts. That's the most popular. Get abs in 30 days by doing crunches, butterfly kicks, or etc. But that's the funny part. You're not going to get abs by doing these butterfly kicks or etc. Don't get me wrong, you'll make a stronger core, but you definitely won't get abs if you have a higher body fat percentage. We can all agree on that. And by the way, abs are not necessarily made in the kitchen. If you see this picture right here, people have undeveloped cores. That is the most common. Because these kids or any adult doesn't develop their core strong enough, so the abs won't pop out as much in due genetics as well. So you won't get six-pack abs if you're 8% body fat, 10%. Some of these people who are even 9% or 12% don't even see no visible ab outline because their core is not strong enough. They're not doing deadlifts, squats, or etc. to make their core tight. These mosquitoes. So I just want you guys realize abs are not necessarily always made in the kitchen. For some people it can be, depending on what body fat percentage you are, it could possibly be. But for most people like even me, actually your picture, it took me to extremes amount of leanness to actually get to that body fat percentage and to see like a small 4-pack. And during that time I felt like shit and etc. So I just want to give a quick disclaimer. Abs are not necessarily made in the kitchen. It's also made in training mostly. So I just want to say that. But like I said, these workout challenges, misconception, the audience thinking that this person who is fat and this person did the same thing and got abs. Because if once you're fat, you can get skinny or you can get leaner. That's a total lie. It's misconceptions that I don't like either. I see people before doing abs thinking they're going to get a six-pack and realizing they got discouraged later on and quit, and actually quit fitness because of that, because it was a lot. And I think workout challenges are stupid. But if you start a workout challenge like abs, let's say you're new, no, that's a bad analogy, but let's say you want to go into fitness, right? And your friends show you this workout challenge. Or every time you lose in a video game, you start working out and you have to do these crunches, a workout challenge, right? And if it gets you into fitness and start going to the gym and lift weights, that's amazing. If you're like 30, 25% or just obese or just not active, and that actually made you more active, then that's amazing. Do your workout challenge. As long as you're burning more calories and gaining more muscle in the future, then that's what matters. Consistency is more important than intensity when you're starting. So I just want to make people that I don't hate workout challenges if it helps you personally, it helps you get better. But if it doesn't, it actually discourages you and feels like it does feel like you got lied to, then I think workout challenges are stupid. These workout challenges are just to promote and capitalize people who don't work out in the gym. These people who have abs, let's say, didn't got their abs just doing crunches. They got their abs from dieting, sleep, and training. That's how they got their abs, not by just doing crunches. And magically in 30 days they got their abs. 30 days, 3 months is not enough for anybody. Even losing weight is not enough. Losing weight in 3 months is actually very fast. 30 pounds, 20 pounds, you see it on the internet. I guarantee most of them gain it back after their coach left them. So I will highly suggest not to do a workout challenge. I will be more realistic and say, hey, I will lift weights twice a day, twice a week at the gym just to get started in my fitness journey. Then doing these 30 minutes of workout challenges if it does not make you feel good. But that's why I just think about workout challenges. you want to do it, go right ahead. Oh my god, these bugs. Okay, the second thing I want to go over are carbs, the enemy. Carbs are carbohydrates, is a short term of carbs is a short term of carbohydrates. Carbohydrates is pretty much one of your macronutrients that you actually do not need to survive. It just helps you give more energy. Fun fact, every 1 gram of carbohydrate shares about 3 grams of water. So the reason why people discourage carbs and saying carbs would make you fat is because of the water content, most likely. They just see the scale, they just see the weight on the scale, which is all bullshit. We all know it. The scale weight is crap. I can lose an arm and lose weight. I can poop and lose weight. It goes up and down. It's just water weight. It's total mass, right? And what carbohydrates do, and like let's say for example you switch to keto, right? You stop eating carbs, carbs are bad. You switch to keto, you lose all this weight. And to you, you thinking this is all fat. And you thinking carbs are bad because carbs just made you fat and gain 5 pounds the next day. So I just want you guys to realize that carbohydrates do store water. You mostly lose your water weight. Carbs do not make you fat unless you eat unhealthy carbs like cupcakes, donuts, and pizzas to a certain amount. Meaning the calories. Calories are carbohydrates. Protein are calories. Fats are calories. If you have more calories than you're able to burn, you will gain fat. That is the laws of thermodynamics. Of course, you eat less, your body can adjust, hormones and stuff. That's a different topic. But typically, if you eat, if you burn less than you eat more, you typically will gain more weight, etc. And that's the whole point of getting fat, is eating more calories that you can't burn off. Carbohydrates are not bad, especially if you're barely eating any processed food, like I just said, cupcakes, pizza, etc. If you're eating healthy foods like potatoes, vegetables, fruit, and more, you're not going to gain fat on that. That is whole foods. Okay? Even paleo have carbohydrates. You don't see people gain fat on paleo unless they eat a lot of nuts, etc., like calories, if they eat a lot of calories. So carbs are not the enemy, but what's the enemy is your ability to hold back when eating all these processed foods. That could be making you overeat. Or carbs are not the enemy, but you still overeat on these healthy foods like nuts because it's calorie dense. So you just keep in mind, have an open mind, stop demonizing carbohydrates just because everyone else does. Actually do research and look it up. We have Google and technology. You can easily look up why are carbs bad for you and then why are carbs good for you. We learn this in school. Argument essay. Why someone's arguing about this, what's their evidence, and why someone arguing about this and what their evidence. I'm not here just to give you one information. I want you to research. So after this podcast, research my information than just agreeing or disagreeing because you have a bad time with carbohydrates. Understand the underside so you can learn better from your own abilities. Just have open mind. What do you do when you're injured? Don't need the script anymore. There's multiple things you can do when you're injured. Let's say the most common injured happens, you have an ACL, right? ACL tear, or etc. You can't go to the gym. I would suggest if you could move and the pain is not extreme, do mobility. Mobility, not stretching, that is different. Mobility is a quick form of activity, like an active playing of motion that stretch out the muscles over time. Well, that's a bad form of work, but makes the muscles more active when going back and forth in the active playing of motion. So let's say, for example, I'm doing leg lunges. I'm going back and forth. That is mobility. Instead, if I do leg lunges, but I go forward, hold it for 15 seconds, and going backwards and hold it for 15 seconds, that is stretching it. It's a complete difference. Stretching tells the body to be in this one form of motion for a long time. Mobility tells this body when you're active, you can be in different motions. That is mobility. You want to be in mobility if you're very active. Especially, I believe everyone should be in mobility because once you bend down, touch your toes, go do an overhead press, put your shoulders back, turn to tell your kids to stop. That is mobility. You're active. You're moving in this plane of motion. You're active. Then holding it, and then when you go farther back, you go deeper in that stretch, you hurt yourself. So I would highly suggest mobility. It's complete video guides to your mobility. Revival Fitness did a mobility guide. My Pump is a great example. They did many mobility guides. It's a lot of mobility guides I highly suggest to watch. You could do mobility before or after your workout. I suggest do it before your workout, just because you're not going to lose strength by doing mobility. You will possibly lose strength if you stretch, but mobility is a great way to active the muscles, make the muscles more active, and you feel more comfortable going under a bar or doing deadlifts. That can prevent any injury. And of course, if the injury is greater, let's say you have 2 injuries, etc., try to move. Some doctors will say not to move at all, which is stupid, because if you don't move and you're in this cast and just one play of motion, and then when the cast goes, like when the cast gets free and you hurt yourself because you move your arm for the first time, then that is on you. So I highly suggest, even when you're injured, try to move your leg later on, of course, to a certain extent, or try to push some blood into it. Try to heal it faster. We have this misconception, if you put ice, it will actually heal it faster. No. If you put ice, you will sacrifice the healing process, but you won't feel as much pain than not putting ice. When not putting ice, you will actually have the healing process to expand, but you will feel more pain. I would rather feel more pain now than long term when I can't move my fucking leg. So I just want to guys give you open mind that mobility will be a great option. I do mobility. I did 4 times a day now. Today is actually my 3rd. I'm having withdrawals because I want to go to the gym so bad. But I'm doing 4 times a day, and I'm doing mobility 3 times a day. And I feel so much better. My strength will probably go up because of that. I'll probably get less injured, especially doing heavy deadlifts, and hopefully not tear my ACL. I'm pretty confident I won't. And actually perform good at the gym and feel more comfortable under the bar than if my shoulder is popping out of socket, or if my leg or my ankle is bending too much, etc. Mobility can give you good structure and form later on, and just good body awareness. So I highly suggest you do mobility. I would really recommend it. Now, we talked about workout challenges. We talked about mobility, and we talked about, what was the other one? We talked about workout challenges, if carbs are the enemy, and mobility, or what you do if you get injured. These type of podcasts is to be informal and straight to the point. I want you guys really research your knowledge and actually self-educate yourself. It's really stupid of you to not educate yourself because you're arrogant or you're just too lazy. You got a phone. If you are watching this video at this point, then you know I'm talking to you. You got a phone. You can look up the research. You can look it up. Or some of these information is quick and simple. You can look up your favorite podcast to see if it's correct. If I am wrong on something, not because if you have your own opinion, but if I'm actually wrong and you prove it, I will correct myself automatically. I want you guys to start researching. Stop holding back because this doctor said this, or this person has a PhD, or your friend is smarter than you. That is stupid knowledge. Or you older, so you know everything, which that's really arrogant. I just want you guys to realize that you are a researcher. In this day of world, everyone lies. The news lies. Everyone do lie. So it's your ability to research. It's your ability to educate yourself. Schools are not going to educate yourself about nutrition knowledge, especially if you're not living in Japan. The schools are not going to educate you about knowing what is bullshit and what is not, especially if you're America. So just keep in mind, be a researcher. If you like podcasts like this, please like and subscribe. I want to post more videos like this. If you have an idea you want to share in the comments below, please share it below. I will honestly get down and type away. Okay? This is No BS Nutrition. Goodbye.